Oh, thank you very much and good afternoon. I am George Khaniri, Mheshimiwa Senator, former Senator of Vihiga County, and a brother and friend to Mheshimiwa Cyrus Jirongo. Let me first of all begin by expressing my deepest sorrow on the demise of my dear brother, Mheshimiwa Cyrus Jirongo. I want on my own behalf and on behalf of my family to extend our condolences to his family on this big loss. I know he has left very many biological orphans, but we have many orphans that he has left behind, people that we were working with him. He was my party leader, he was my friend, he was a good brother to me, and my mentor in terms of business. I am shattered, I am devastated by his demise. Sometimes I've been wondering, where do we start? Because there's so much that we have been doing together lately that had yet to come to fruition. So all I pray is that God gives us strength, first of all the family, and some of us who are working with him closely, the strength to bear the loss and guide us to know what to do next in his absence. Because most of the things that we were doing, he was like the driving engine. Now, to come to your question about committee, you are aware that our brother passed on just yesterday, very early morning. He died in Naivasha. I am the one who went to retrieve the body from Naivasha. His wife, Anne, called me at 3:23 in the morning, and I left for Naivasha immediately, was there by about 4:30. Called for a hearse from the Lee Funeral Home, loaded the body and brought the body to Nairobi here, together with his wife. So we stored the body at Lee Funeral Home, and it's been sealed because there is some forensic investigation still going on. So they could not embalm the body. They have just refrigerated the body so that we can do, after the postmortem, then we can now embalm the body. Of course, from the mortuary we came here with the family and the many friends that were at the mortuary. We were still in shock. We could not think even forming committees. It is today that we have agreed to have a meeting here at his home from 2 p.m. onwards, so that we can put together a team that will spearhead the arrangements of his funeral and interment. So to answer your question, we have not formed a committee. We will put together a team this afternoon from 2 p.m.
Okay, just from where you left, when you talk about when you went to pick the body in the morning, can you give us an account of what really was evident, what you saw, if there are any inconsistencies or anything that revealed itself during that, and also if you checked the police report, and if you can compare the two?
I will begin by telling you that on Friday evening, I went to a place called Oasis in Karen at around 8 p.m.
Okay.
8:30. As I drove in, I saw Mheshimiwa Jirongo seated with Mheshimiwa Speaker of the National Assembly, Wetangula, and two other gentlemen, one who I know, the other one I didn't know. The other one is Herman, who is the owner of that premise.
Okay.
I did not get in to interact with them, but I proceeded to go to another place because I was having a meeting. This was at 8 p.m. on Friday. So when I finished my meeting at around 11, I called him. And I asked him, "Where are you, my brother?" He told me, "Where you left me." I did know that he had noticed me. But he saw my car and I think he noticed me. So he said, where you left me? So I asked him, Oasis? He said, oh yes, I'm at Oasis. I saw you drive in and drive out, and you did not come to say jambo to us. So I just told him, no, I thought maybe you guys are having your own meetings, and since I was going to have my own meeting, I knew I would call you after the meeting.
Yeah.
So this is at 11, exactly 11 p.m. when I called him.
Yes. But this time, where were you? Were you within the...
Within Karen,
Okay.
not far away from where they were.
Okay.
So I said, I'm still here, but Mheshimiwa Wetangula has left. I'm still with the other two gentlemen that you saw. So the following day, we were supposed to have a lunch meeting, him, myself, and Mheshimiwa Philip Kisia, at Mheshimiwa Philip Kisia's house on Saturday, yesterday at 1. So I told him, I can see you're staying out late and we have an important meeting. Can you go home? Just jokingly. And we joked and we left it at that. This was exactly 11. So now I went home a bit late. And at 3:23 p.m., I told you, his wife called me, Anne, and informed me about this accident. So I told Anne, but no, at 11, he was in Karen. How is he now in a... And he told me he was coming home, you know. How is he now in an accident in Naivasha? And she said, I don't know.
So initially,
So
in this conversation, just to cut there, this conversation, he had told you he's going home.
Yes, he told me he was going home.
Okay. That's here now, where we are.
Yeah, where we are.
Okay.
But even just to confirm that, yesterday morning after the incident, of course, I called Mr. Herman Malala, who he was with, and I asked him, what time did Mheshimiwa leave that place? And he said, by the way, when you called him, I followed your conversation. Immediately he finished talking to you. He didn't stay long. He left soon after that.
Okay.
So this is around 11:10 maybe, because he says immediately he finished talking to me. So now I was wondering, in Karen, he's supposed to be here, and now in Naivasha. So it didn't add up to me. But anyway, I drove and went to Naivasha.
Yes.
We went to, before I got to the police station where his wife was waiting for me, of course, I found the car still on the road. That they were loading it on the low loader to take it to the police station. I stopped and even took some pictures. And there was a policewoman there, and I asked her what happened. Akasema, hii ni gari ya Mheshimiwa Jirongo. Ilikuwa inaenda wapi? Ilikuwa inaenda Nairobi. So and then another question came to me. The first question was, here is a gentleman in Karen, retiring to go to his house to sleep, prepare for the meeting that I was supposed to have with him the following day. Now he's in an accident in Naivasha. And in Naivasha, not Nakuru bound, but Nairobi bound. You know, it is a mystery that I can't unravel. It's a question that maybe only him can answer. And yet he can't talk now. So that is disturbing. The circumstances leading to his death, to me, are suspect and disturbing. I have known Cyrus Jirongo for quite some time now. I hang out most of the time with him. If he was here alive and you ask him who is your closest friend, he'll tell you Khaniri is the man I hang out with. And I know when he's in that state, he can't drive far. He's the kind of man who would even park his car on the side of the road, leave it running with the lights on and take a nap, and then go home later on. So he's not the type of man who would drive a long distance when he was in there, where after having had a drink or two.
The meeting...
So,
okay.
So when you ask about if I saw anything suspect, I insist that a forensic investigation must be done, proper post-mortem, where we should all be well represented, family, friends, and the government, so that we get to the root cause of what happened to our brother, because the circumstances are suspect to me, from where I sit. If you open his phone, probably I'm one of the last people he spoke to at that 11. So we want to know, how did he find himself in Naivasha at that hour of the night when he was supposed to be coming to his home? How did he find himself in Naivasha?
The meeting you're supposed to have at Philip Kisia's home, the home of Philip Kisia in Nairobi, or
In Nairobi. In Nairobi.
so we can't say he was driving home from
No,
it.
no, there's no way he was driving home. I saw in some section of the press and social media that he was driving to meet who in Nakuru, he was driving to Lugari. No, no, no. He wasn't driving to Lugari. That I can attest. And I know that for a fact.
Now, it's the same vehicle that was at Oasis that was found at Naivasha.
I didn't see his vehicle at Oasis, but I know his vehicle, the Mercedes in which he died. That's the one I saw at the accident scene. Yes.
There have been reports, clear reports online, or some forensic reports that we are trying to verify about what exactly happened. Some say the car was hit from the left rear. Some say it was hit, then turned, then it was hit again. Have you seen any information around that?
If you look at the damage on the car, this was head-on. The rear of the car, I have pictures on my phone. The rear of the car is intact. It is the front that is totally damaged. Even the engine kind of came out. So it looks like kind of a head-on, because the rear of the car, to me, was intact.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, was the narrative we're hearing from when he was coming from the petrol station trying to join the road, is that something probably you can attest to in relation to what you saw at the scene?
Not really, because of course by the time I arrived there, they had moved the car trying to load it. But even you ask yourself, a car is pulling out of a petrol station. If you look at the impact and the damage on the car, it tells you that the car must have been in very high speed. Either the car was in very high speed, or the one that hit it was in very, very high speed. So you're turning from a petrol station, you can't have accelerated that fast to have a collision and have that kind of impact that I saw on that car. So as I told you, the circumstances to me are not very clear. There are so many gray areas, so many unanswered questions that the whole thing is shrouded in some mystery. So this mystery must be unraveled so that we get to know exactly what happened, because I'm sure there are CCTVs these days all over. I'm sure that his telephone can be investigated to see the movement and who called him, who are the last people he communicated to. So if we do a proper forensic investigation, I'm sure we can be able to answer some of these questions that are perturbing us.
Have you had a conversation of the people that he was with at Oasis and probably what they were discussing, or maybe what is the last encounter, or the conversation they had last? Because I know when men are meeting somewhere, you leave and you bid each other bye-bye, I'm going home, I'm going here and there. The guys who are with him at Oasis, have they talked to you?
The only person I spoke to, as I told you, is Mr. Herman Malala, the proprietor of the place where they were. And my interest was just to know what time he left there.
Okay.
So I only asked him, what time did Mheshimiwa leave? And he answered me, as I told you earlier, that immediately you spoke to him. He didn't take long. I followed your conversation with him, and immediately you finished with him. He left soon after. Now, so that was 11 p.m. When you check my call log, you will see that I spoke to him from 22:59 to 22:02. So we spoke for about 3 minutes. That's the last conversation I had with him. Now, what they were discussing with the people he was seated with, I may not be privy to, but he himself, when I spoke to him at that 11, he told me I was meeting the Speaker, Wetangula. There is some business I want to do with one of the circles at Parliament, so I want him to introduce me to the leadership of the circles. That is what he told me, Jirongo himself. that I met Wetangula, there's some business I want to do, and I wanted him to introduce me to the relevant people. Yeah.
Okay. He's been your friend. You have had conversation with him. You've hung out with him. Does he walk around with his bodyguard? Does he walk around with a driver? And most importantly, because of the allegations of maybe taking a few drinks here and there, what happens after, even if he does that? Does he prefer walking with a bodyguard or having a driver with him from the previous conversations and meetings you guys have had?
I have known Mheshimiwa Jirongo for very many years.
Yes.
Even when he was a cabinet minister, Jirongo rarely moves around with bodyguards.
Okay.
I have never known, okay, he had a bodyguard many years ago that he carried from his days of YK92. I forget his name. But all this while, Jirongo only walks with a driver and during the day. Jirongo, if you talk to his driver, Saulo will tell you at 6, Jirongo will release Saulo and tell him, you go and rest, your duty is over. So whenever he's going for, unless he's going for an official function, so whenever he's going for his evening rounds, I have always seen him drive himself.
Okay.
Most of the time, 99, 98% of the times, he drives himself. Yes.
Was that his favorite vehicle?
Not really. He has lately he's been driving a Land Cruiser, Toyota Land Cruiser, which he used to go on safari some week ago. So he told me that he had taken it for service, and that is why he was using the Mercedes. He doesn't like low cars. He likes SUVs, four-wheel drive. So he has a Land Cruiser that I know he uses on daily basis, on day-to-day basis, and that would be his favorite car. That Mercedes is always just parked here, at this parking spot here.
Maybe finally, what is your message to the government and the investigative departments in this country?
I have probably two messages to the government. The first and most importantly is that we must get to the root cause of Mheshimiwa's death and how to get to know how he met his death. As I said earlier, we have to get to know how he found himself in Naivasha when he was supposed to be coming here in Gigiri from Karen. Naivasha is not between Gigiri and Karen. Naivasha is way off. So we need to know how he found himself. Was he hijacked by people? Was he hijacked and taken to Naivasha? Because the state in which he was, I don't think he would have driven to Naivasha. So we want proper, thorough, forensic investigations to be done so that we get to know what happened to Mheshimiwa. The second message I have for the government is that Mheshimiwa has had very long court battles with the government where some of his parcels of land have been developed by government, the armed forces, whatever, so many places without compensation. He has left, Mheshimiwa had a large family. He has both very old children and very young children that are still school going. We want the government to do justice to his family and ensure that any of his lands that were encroached, his properties, must be properly compensated so that these children can go to school, so that his children can enjoy the fruits of his hard labor. So there are many cases that we will bring up now that he's not there. As his friends, we will talk about it. We will bring it to the fore for people to know what exactly I am talking about. I don't want to start speculating now, but I know there are a number of properties that he needs to be compensated.
My last question that skipped my mind. Did you see Jirongo's body when you went to Naivasha? And probably the police are talking about head injuries. Did you see a similar thing? If you saw the body, that is.
Certainly, I saw the body. I'm the one who helped in loading the body to the hearse. So the body was displayed for me and the team that was there, the widow, to see before we loaded it. Now, this body, I saw 2 broken legs. His legs were broken at the angle, both of them, down here, broken completely here, and broken here. And one was his hand, was it left? I can't remember, left or right, was also broken. The face had scratches, not serious scratches that can cause death. Just small little scratches, 1, 2 on the chin, one at top of the eye. Scratches, not deep scratches. So that is what I saw in Naivasha before we loaded the body. I also had a chance to view the body at Lee Funeral Home, but there we only just saw the face because the rest of the body was covered.
Your message to Kenyans? That was a message to the government generally. Message to Kenyans, and also don't forget to give a message to Vihiga people, if you have any.
Message to Kenyans in regard to the death. Mheshimiwa Cyrus Jirongo was a peace-loving person. He loved people, very generous man. If you ask anybody who knew him, the first thing that comes out is generosity. So we want to ask that we give him a befitting send-off, peaceful one. Encourage people to come and give him that send-off. And peacefully, because he loved peace. It's unfortunate he has died around Christmas time when his family and people are supposed to be enjoying and celebrating Christmas. We will be mourning and burying a man, to me, that I would call a hero on many fronts. He's done very well for himself business-wise. He's gone to the top of politics, rising up to the rank of a cabinet minister. He's been a presidential candidate, he's a party leader, he's done very well in all aspects. So we just want to encourage that we give him a very peaceful send-off. To the people of Vihiga, where Mheshimiwa Jirongo originally came from, before the family migrated to Kakamega, I say pole to you. I know it is a somber mood in Vihiga. I've been in communication. We pray that God gives you solace. We will endeavor to give him a good burial. And after that, I will be down in Vihiga to talk to the people of Vihiga. Yeah.
I mean, what is this unique moment that you remember about Jirongo? It could be friendly or this moment that still wraps into your mind forever.
Many, but one incident I've told you about his generosity. At one time,
Yes.
a couple of years ago, I think he had some bit of money. He had sold some trees to Kenya Power or something. I don't know where he had gotten the money, but I think he alluded to something like that. So he came and found me in some place in Westlands, ABC place.
Yeah.
It was on a Wednesday, and I told him I'm going to Vihiga on Friday, to Hamisi.
Yeah.
So he told me, I have some money, I can give you some money because I know you'll need some money. I didn't ask for money.
Yeah.
So we went with him to he was driving a white Land Cruiser. He opened the boot. This man was carrying money in 2 cartons. A lot of money. So he gave me 500,000 shillings and told me, hii ni yako ya mafuta kuenda nyumbani, weekend. Just like that. So I was very grateful. Nikaeka pesa kwa gari, tukarudi, tukakaa mahali tulikuwa tumeketi. So and then of course I went to my constituency and I came back on a Monday. On Tuesday we meet. He's asking me, Khaniri, do you have 50,000 shillings? You help me, I need to sort out something. So I asked him, but my brother, you had money in cartons. You had money in cartons. What happened to the money?
Yeah.
That was Jirongo for you. I'm sure he distributed that money, helped people who needed help at that time, and by Tuesday, the money in cartons was all gone. That was Jirongo for you. So that incident, I have told that story to very many people, that on a Wednesday, he's carrying money in the boot, and on Tuesday, he's borrowing 50,000 from me, who he gave $500,000.
No, did you give him the 50?
No, I didn't give him the 50. What did I have? I had something little in the pocket, and I told him, this is all I have.
So you also had given out 500?
Yeah, I had spent mine. I had been to the constituency, so I had spent mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I had something little in the pocket, and I was with a friend of mine called Mohammed Yunus, who also topped up, and we gave him some money, maybe 30. I can't remember how much, but we gave him some little money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much. That was interesting.
Asante.
Asante.
Thank you very much.